What you laughing at, man? This shit about to be legendary, y'all, for real.
Welcome back to the Loft Podcast. Welcome back to the Loft Podcast. Today we have a relentless, intelligent, creative human being in the room right now. But before we get to this special guest, we're going to introduce the room. We got the one and only Cousin Wyatt.
How's it going, everybody?
How's it going? How's it going? The Brody.
Cousin
That's my
Wyatt.
little brother right there. Yes, sir.
No doubt.
But the man of the hour, the man of the conversation today, the man of today, my brother PB Mogul. How are you, King?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
I'm chilling, bro.
Appreciate
Let's
you
clap
having
it
me
up.
on here, King. No
Clap
doubt,
it
no
up. Clap
doubt.
it up. Yes, clap it up. Definitely. So, long overdue talk.
Yes,
We spoke about doing this for a minute ago, but hey, I think the best time is right now. So
we here now.
present.
Exactly.
Present time.
Exactly.
So, where can I start with you, brother?
It's been a long journey, man.
Respectfully.
It's been a long journey.
Let's talk about from the beginning.
All right, let's go.
How did you get the name PB Mogul?
PB Mogul. So PB, that's my initials.
Mm-hmm.
It started out as just PB.
Yeah.
I did a couple events and shows. I actually had a friend who went to college. He went to SUNY as well,
Mhm.
and he was doing a project.
Yeah.
And he did his final project for his class
Yeah.
on me. It
Yeah.
was like he basically was
love.
interviewing me,
Yeah.
getting to know me a little bit,
Mhm.
presented to his class, and they all loved it. The whole
Mm.
class loved it, but they was like, I don't know about just PB. There's like for whatever reason,
Yeah.
they was like he should go by PB Mogul, and this was like the overall consensus of everybody. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to rock with it.
And it
Made
stuck.
it my tag and everything, and it just stuck ever since.
That's fire. That's
No
fire.
doubt, no
That's
doubt.
good SEO purposes too.
Ex-
Yeah. Easy to
exactly,
find you.
Exactly.
That's
Feel
fire.
me?
That's fire. So then, how did you begin the world of rapping? Like, how did you know that you was a rapper?
I've been writing since I was a kid, since I
Mhm.
was younger. Probably since I was probably started picking up the pen when I was like 12, 13.
Mm.
That's when I started writing.
Mm-hmm.
Always just messed around, having
Yeah.
fun with friends,
Mhm.
ciphers, freestyling,
Yeah.
chilling at parties, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then I always I loved music. I
Yeah.
loved music. I love hip hop.
Yeah.
Always looked up to some of the other artists in the area locally and stuff like that. Shout out to everyone doing their thing from the area.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a high school dropout,
Mm.
and then I went to college later on. I got
Mm.
my GED, went
Mhm.
to college. Once I was in college,
Can I ask you?
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
Nah, you good. Go
What
ahead.
made you drop out of high school?
I was getting in a little bit of trouble,
Mhm.
doing some things,
Yeah.
young,
Yeah.
in the streets a little bit,
Mhm.
1 foot in, 1 foot out,
Yeah.
getting into some trouble. So
And then you went back and got your GED though.
yeah,
Respect.
so I moved out of the area for like a year and a half. I
Yeah.
lived in Colorado for a year and a half.
Okay.
I was just working, grinding, getting
Yeah.
my stuff together.
Yeah.
And then I found my way back out here, and I was like, you know what? Let me give this school thing a try
Love
again.
that.
Got my GED.
And then you went to college.
Did it for my grandmother. Shout out to Mima.
Shout out
because
Mima.
That's what I had to do it for.
Love
you know
that,
what I mean?
love
Get my
that.
education for her.
Yeah.
She's the one who always pushed me.
Yeah.
And so once I came back out here for college, like I said, I always had the passion for it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like that time in my life where I was going to decide what I wanted to do.
Respectfully.
And I ended up getting my degree from college. I
Mm.
went for computer science at SUNY.
Smart man.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Love
Appreciate that. And but while I was finishing up, I was like, I can't let my life pass me by without giving this a shot.
Yeah.
Like this is what I'm really passionate about.
Did
I
you
love-
try to beforehand? Did you try to give it a shot the first time?
Never,
Never.
never.
But
Nope.
you had some love.
I always rapped. I always
Yeah.
wrote. You know what I mean? Everyone always knew that I rapped,
Mhm.
but I didn't pursue it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I want to jump to the beginning.
All right.
Was it like someone that you rapped to that was like, yo, you're nice, you should keep rapping? Or was it like you rapped to
yeah.
yourself and you was like, okay, I'm type nice?
I had a couple friends,
Yeah.
like we would rap. Shout out to my man BV,
Mm-hmm.
Brad. We used to rap when we was younger. We was in high school.
Yeah.
Like some little kid
Yeah.
stuff. We call ourselves Twice as Nice.
Yeah. Twice as
So,
nice?
yeah, twice
That's
as
kind of
nice.
hard.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard.
You know, young. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And we would just do it for fun. We'd rap for our friends and stuff like that. People would show us love. So I
Yeah.
used to get feedback, like people telling me, like, yo,
Yeah.
you nice, whatever.
Yeah.
And then that's where it started from.
That's fire.
Yeah.
So you did have like, in a sense, you started a fan base with people telling you, yo, you nice.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
exactly. Enough to give me the motivation and
To go do it.
confidence to keep pursuing it
Dope.
more.
So now you come back, go to college, and now you're like, let me go hard for this.
Yeah, had to.
So then did you drop a single? Did you drop a mixtape?
Now, while I was finishing college, it wasn't even until I was like just finishing that I really started pursuing it a little more. I started putting the pen to the pad a little more, writing more. Once I graduated, that was when I started dropping stuff. I started out dropping a lot of freestyles.
Hold on. Yeah. We was definitely bumping your freestyles before we got
That was
here.
one of my first reviews on it. Yeah. I think my Quiet Storm freestyle.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I was just showing Twist the other day that you had it inside your highlights.
What I have?
You had in your highlights on Instagram. You have me and
That's
Twist.
A fact.
And my
that's
boy
a fact.
Juan.
Of course, bro.
Yeah, that's fine. That's real long ago.
See, it all comes full circle, like you said.
Yeah, but you was nice then. I'm proud of you that your bar delivery is insane.
400 a zip, started selling weed in 2000. By 2010, I was selling to fiends in the mountains. I'm from New York, but I ain't talking about Queens of the Island. Come upstate where you might just see some trees in the valley. Don't get it twisted, where I'm from, the streets is the wildest, evil and malice. 16, my demeanor was violent. If you speaking to me wrong, I'ma treat you the foulest. Cause I'm a demon, but I'm a god, I need to drink from a chalice. Speak Italian with the plug, I had to meet if it's Hallies. It's 3,000 for the bar, I ship the weed out from Cali. If it's late, give me it straight, I don't read in italics. Next payment, I'll give you grace, but I'ma beat you in taxes. Green in the mattress, cream under the floor, beams in the attic, crack in the kitchen. Mama smoking, daddy was missing.
Appreciate that, bro.
Did you always have that, like, or did you have to find it?
It grew. So even the confidence within it grew.
Yeah.
Like I said, I always had people telling me I was nice, but it was a certain level to it, like proving it to myself.
Yeah.
Because I got a high expectation and bar for my own self.
Yeah.
So once I started hearing myself and I started gaining more confidence, you can hear it. So if you go listen to like records of mine or freestyles of mine from like a couple few years ago till right now, you can like hear more of a confidence in me.
Yeah, no, definitely I can hear it easily.
You feel me? So it developed over time.
Nah, because I remember when you first I remember when you first started, you knew how to make a song.
No doubt.
But now when you're on the track, you're letting the song follow you in a sense. Like you make the song.
Yeah,
like your delivery is more saying like especially your freestyles, my boy.
Right.
Let's get into them.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Let's get into
we
them.
Can do that.
How do you go about these freestyles? Do you pre-write them or like how do you get into them?
So it depends. A lot of them are pre-written.
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of like the little rap challenges they would have, especially during COVID. That's when I really started locking
So
in.
Gone challenge.
All that kind.
Yeah.
That was even a little before I started.
Oh, really?
Shout out to everyone who did that because there's a few people from here who bodied that. But I wasn't even quite doing my thing yet with that.
Really?
But a lot of
So I was on to you early.
Like Fab had like the Cold Summer Challenge.
So Comer, yeah.
Nikki reposted my she had a Megatron freestyle challenge.
Yeah.
She reposted me on
She
her
did.
page. Yeah,
That's
I gained
fine.
like 2,000 followers just off of that.
Nikki reposted you?
Yeah,
So
hell
you a barb now.
Yeah. That's crazy. Shout out to Nikki though.
Shout out to Nikki.
Yeah,
I'm a barb. She reposted
appreciate
me.
that for real.
Love. Yeah.
We with the team, you heard? But yeah, and it was a whole lot of them. That Quiet Storm freestyle that y'all reviewed, that started out as a challenge.
Oh, really?
And so I was basically like, we got time to sit. Everybody's sitting in the crib right now.
Yeah.
This is my time to lock in. So I was just going on anything I could. And they are pre-written a lot
So
of them.
what's your writing process? Like how do you, because you have some word play.
Appreciate that,
How do you go about that? If you had to teach somebody.
I pride myself on being versatile, number one. That's why like you see me hop on so many different kinds of records and freestyles. My process, I ain't gonna lie, it's always different. I try not to limit myself on my creativity.
Yeah.
However it comes to me, I let it roll that way.
Yeah.
So I might write 50 bars in 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Sometimes I might write 4 bars in 15 minutes.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
okay.
So, but I always think about what I'm going to write beforehand. I kind of get a concept, know what I want to talk about, and then I just kind of let it take me from there. However the beat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
However I'm feeling the beat.
Respectfully, do you ever like because sometimes you be talking that talk. There's something you ever be annoyed at something you like, you know what, now you're gonna get some bars.
I look at everything as motivation, honestly. So when I hear like people I look up to and revere, like say they bars or they pen, that just pushes me to want to do my thing. That's all. I take inspiration. That's a fact.
Okay, yeah.
And I ain't scared to admit it either. You know
Respectfully.
what I mean? Some people are.
Yeah. Take that. There's being humbled and there's also like respecting the craft that you put in. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
The
fact.
hard work that you put in.
That's a fact.
And I think you've put it in. I've witnessed it, so I can definitely say like
Thank you, bro.
I can see, especially talk about
I
it.
was saying, likewise, I've been seeing you
Love,
do your
love,
thing for
love.
a while
Thank
too,
you,
bro.
Thank you. But I can also see it like on the last freestyle you did out in I think it was Atlanta.
Yeah.
You what was it? Mike Sick Mike.
Mike Sick. Shout
Yeah.
out Mike Sick. High
Respectfully.
Off Life.
Respectfully,
Live Hip Hop Daily.
yeah.
Appreciate
You
y'all.
did
yeah.
your thing on
Good
that.
look, bro.
Yeah.
Had to represent for the town. You feel
Respectfully.
me?
How do you feel about that representing for Utica like that?
I love doing that because you're from downstate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So up here, sometimes it felt like, at least when I was younger, coming up, you didn't see or hear of a lot of artists coming from up here. I mean, I know now with the Griselda movement coming out of Buffalo and stuff like that, the only thing I was really familiar with or knew of was like Rick James coming out of Buffalo. Like, I didn't know.
Yeah, it's true.
There were, like I said, it's always been rappers and artists locally that I respected and loved.
But on a national level.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was a big thing for me to like put that out there. Like, nah, this where I'm from. This what we do up here too. This what I bring to the table.
Exactly.
And that was important for me to try to put us on the map. The
Now,
best
you
we could.
definitely rep it every time that you in front of a mic.
Thank you, bro.
That's dope.
Got to.
I respect that.
Hometown, bro.
I do respect that. It's not like you. A lot of people, when they're in a different city, like to rep other places
I know.
that they
You might
visited
hear,
one time.
"Oh, New York, Syracuse, whatever." Nah, I know. I
You're
already
you're
know.
from Utica, buddy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Respectfully.
And there's no reason to not. You should take pride in that. Where
Yeah.
you're from. You feel
Yeah.
me? And that's what makes me me.
Yeah, respectfully. Before we even get to more conversation, me and Wyatt were asking, we have an over or under.
Okay.
Are you gonna give us some bars today?
Want some bars?
Yeah.
I got some for you off the top.
Respectfully. Anything you got, anything that's not been heard of or you want to recycle is up to. Give the loft some bars.
I got you. It's a little something I had in the cut. Here we go.
Talk about it.
Phone ring, another call from my chick, but it's money on my line, about to hit another lick. I can't get back to time, but I can get another bitch. She keeps saying that she love me, I'm just trying to get us rich. Back for redemption, max with extensions, straps for them cats trying to mask their intention. Hate in your blood is one nasty infection. The cops pulled me over, try to grab me for possession. The world's fucked up, we need a mass intervention. Screaming fuck Trump, about to crash the election. Don't add me in your mentions. You and me are not alike. You ain't from the trenches, so it's out of mind, out of sight. I was out of town with it, shotty with a buckshot. You be in the house chilling, we be in the drug spots.
to him.
Put the hammer to his melon, call that shit a mug shot. I can call a million posted by the bus stop.
Talk to
We
him.
could do this shit for days, bro. You feel me? A little something, give him a little sneak
Yeah,
peek. You
no,
feel me?
it's that easy for you though. Like witnessing, like the switch for you was easy for you to just turn it
Appreciate
from
that.
conversation to just do. So you love this.
This is what we
music,
do.
man.
I prepare for these moments, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? Success is the opportunity that, what is it? Preparation meets opportunity.
Yeah,
right? The moment
respectfully.
preparation meets
What is some
opportunity.
advice you'd give up to a upcoming artist?
It might sound a little cliche, but it's the realest shit I've learned in this is you really got to believe in yourself. If don't nobody else, if you don't believe in yourself, ain't nobody else gonna believe in you.
Respectfully.
And you always gonna have naysayers, always gonna be haters, all that. You got to keep pushing. As long as you have that self-belief,
Yeah.
you're gonna be all right.
What do you say to the people that doubted you during your process?
It's all good. Honestly, I don't focus on that. I see a lot of people like, sometimes like posting about, oh, I don't get this support or this or that. I try not to be about that, bro.
Yeah.
I focus on the support I do get,
Respectfully.
and I build off of that.
That's how you grow.
The naysayers, the haters, all that, I don't even pay it no mind. It's not even a thought in my head. Like, you see little things here and there, but I don't pay no attention, bro.
Respectfully.
Just keep moving, keep doing what I got to do.
That's fire. That's a great
That shit ain't
mindset.
making me no money. It ain't building my success in my career.
Yeah.
I ain't paying that shit no mind.
No, respectfully. That's a great mindset to have because being surrounded by negativity or listening to the negativity, like you said, if it's not building you up, it's only breaking you down. It's only the opposite of it. So
Facts.
I do love the fact that there is support.
Yes.
And I think people do forget that there is support.
Absolutely.
They just only take
That's
in the
what you gotta focus
negativity.
on. Yeah.
And that kind of like makes the people that are a fan of you feel like, damn, am I not giving enough support? Like,
For real. Nah.
so I love that you think like that.
And sometimes others, when you put that and show that you believe in yourself, it attracts them as well.
Respectfully,
That
respect-
energy,
the
it
confidence.
attracts that kind of energy.
Heavy.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
What do you say to the artistry in Utica? What would you say about it?
I love it because one of the things that I think we have here is we have some versatility. We have different kinds of artists here.
Yeah.
I mentioned the Griselda movement coming out of Buffalo. Here, so this is upstate New York as well, central New York. We got that kind of thing going on here too. We got that upstate gritty shit here.
Heavy.
There's a lot of other artists doing their thing. We got, people doing drill stuff. We got
R&B.
the auto-tune trap kind of stuff, R&B.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things I love is this area to me has a lot of talent and a lot of different, avenues and lanes of talent that we have. And I would say just everybody keep doing their thing, keep working, keep pushing. Facts.
I love that.
Yeah, bro.
So before I even just jump to it, have you ever felt like you wanted to give up on music?
There's little moments where you might be a little hard on yourself. Like I said, I kind of have a high expectation and bar for myself. I never got to the point of wanting to give up. Never that. But every once in a while, I have self-doubts. I'm human. I think we all experience that at times.
How do you get past that for like someone that's maybe...
A lot of times, honestly, well, shit, you see, I got the Crenshaw shirt. You got it behind you.
Yeah,
a lot of people that I look up to and respect, I watch their interviews. I see like they path and different things that they went through and trials and tribulations. And we all go through it, bro.
Yeah.
Some of the people you look up to the most, they had self-doubts along their process.
Respectfully.
You got to trust the process, and I know that.
Yeah.
And I don't ever lose sight of that.
What success look like for you?
In music or in general?
I feel like you rather talk about in general. Let's talk about in general.
All right, in general. So I'm gonna kind of do a little combination of both.
Talk to me.
Because I love music. Like I said, it's my passion. That's what I would do. You know what I mean? If that's my dream, that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm shooting for. I'm kind of the belief of, shoot for the moon, land amongst the stars. So staying consistent and working at something that you love, I think that will bring you success.
Respectfully.
And sometimes it might be a different path or amount of time for different people. You got to trust your own process. But I'm aspiring to be the biggest artist that I can be. If I stay consistent and keep doing this, I know I'm going to find a lane for myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whatever that may be. It's no different than, you started doing music as an artist, right?
Yeah.
Did you think originally you would be a podcaster or interviewing
not
people?
not even the slightest.
Exactly.
Not even the slightest.
You found a lane within that.
Yeah. I definitely felt as if when I became, I grew up in music. Pops is a singer, guitar player, plays every instrument. Mom's is a singer. Brothers all play an instrument. It's like it was kind of like
you seem like a musical person.
Yeah, so I was always like surrounded by it. But to think that I would jump into podcasting. Well, my pops also had a TV show.
Okay.
So
that's what's up.
Yeah, so like it kind of like it was expected from me. Well, one of us.
What TV show was that?
So he was on a local channel back downstate.
Okay.
And he did what I did. He spoke to artists, pastors, spoke to anybody that does anything.
Dope.
Basically what I do now. And I subconsciously did the exact same thing.
Right.
Because when my dad was like, yo, like, what is this thing that's the law?
We're about to take inspiration from,
yeah.
bro.
He's like, this law thing. Like, what is that? Can you talk to me what it is? I'm like, honestly, this is what you did.
No doubt.
And he was like, whoa,
I love that.
That's wild. And now that I'm growing up, I know that's fulfilling for him. Because, when you like follow your pop's footsteps,
yes,
it feels good. So like now I can understand that. When I was younger, I'd probably been like, yeah, pops, we're just doing what you did. Now I'm like, dang, he probably feels like, yo, like I put a good mark on him that he wants to do something so passionately.
That's fire, bro.
Yeah.
I love shit like that.
Yeah.
I love that,
it means
bro.
a lot. It means a lot.
Yeah.
It means a lot. Thanks, my boy.
Salute to Pops too.
Yeah, great man, man. One day I try to aspire to be just as good as him.
No doubt. Respect.
There's so much we could talk about. What's the number one thing that inspires you at the moment right now?
I'm trying to expand and leverage what I do with music with other opportunities in business.
Okay.
So not only, I am a musician and artist, rapper, I'm just as much about my business and entrepreneurship as that. So, if you look at some of the biggest artists in the game, rappers, whoever, say like a Jay-Z, for example, a lot of them, not all of them, but most of them didn't make the majority of their money from music and their music catalog.
Yeah.
They leveraged their success in their music career and they expanded into other things and did other things.
Yeah.
So that's something that I'm really trying to do and taking inspiration from right now.
Love that.
Yes, sir.
I love that. So you indulge things from... Is there a person that inspires you that you know like around you?
My grandmother is my biggest inspiration.
Yeah.
She's the one who she was always there for me. She always supported everything I did.
Yeah.
And she was relentless.
Yeah.
And that's how I try to take that same approach. You mentioned the relentless thing earlier. I try to have that same drive.
I love
she
that.
supported 3 generations of children.
You witnessed it.
Yeah,
like firsthand.
Exactly.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of similar for me. Like I'm more of a like, you can say a lot to me, but if you don't put the action in, I really don't listen to. It's not that I won't listen to you. It just won't sit as much in my brain if I witness you putting in that work.
Exactly.
It just hits different. It hits different.
Absolutely.
Like it'd be the folks that be like, "Yo, bro, you gotta put that work in," and they chilling they chilling 24/7.
I know.
Like
I know.
I don't want to have the deep talks with you.
Exactly.
Like, I have nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
But it'd be the folks that be like, "Yo, you gotta set a date and time to talk to me because I'm so busy."
Yeah.
And we can chop it up. I'm using those times wisely to get the most knowledge I can from you. So I'm inspired, not just motivated, because motivation can last like a minute.
Right.
And I'm inspired.
Absolutely.
So like I love similar mindset. I love that. It's all about the action.
Yes.
You perform a lot.
Got to put action behind your words, people.
Respectfully. You perform a lot.
Trying.
How would you say your process of growing as an artist for performing worked for you?
It's night and day from when I first started. I still got a long way to go. Every performance that I do, I try to get better at something.
Mm-hmm.
So, I usually try to have I try to have a videographer with me or some sort of footage of my performance.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to TQ. That's my boy who's
He
doing a
kills.
lot of my videos. Yeah, he does his thing. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Corinne One TV. And
Yeah.
so I'll watch and I'll observe and I'll take note of things like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I can do this a little better. I can I can be more engaging with the crowd.
Yeah.
I can, have better energy.
Mm-hmm.
All of these things, I try to take note of something that I can get better at and, like you said, put action behind it.
Yeah.
And actually, get better and better every time. That's always my goal.
When you first started, how nervous were you? How did you move when you first started performing?
Yo, it's crazy. You were at my first performance ever. I don't know if you would remember this. I remember seeing you there though. There was a show a few years back at 12 North.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Faz the God. He's the one who put it together.
He set it up. Yeah.
He put it together. And, there was a lot of different artists on the bill.
Mm.
And that kind of gave me a lot of my confidence because I was nervous.
Mm.
And I performed with my boy White Roaches. Shout out to him as well.
Yeah, I was there.
And,
I was there.
And so, we kind of split up our set. He went first and I went second. So he went. Then all of a sudden when I went, the microphone went out.
Yeah.
Like,
But shout out to Faz because he definitely did his thing.
Oh yeah,
great,
I'm not
great.
blaming
No,
him.
it's not his fault at all. But I'm saying, dang, everybody had a story. Everybody that performed there is
Yes.
still killing it.
Yeah, that's a
Everybody's
fact.
still killing it, but they all tell me the same story. Yo, the microphone did me dirty.
Dirty, bro.
And I remember
That was my
you.
first performance.
I
ever.
remember you. And the microphone and the speaker was just tweaking.
Fact.
And the music was either too loud. Oh my God. I remember this vividly.
I got a little tight in the moment, and I told the DJ run my whole shit
Yeah,
back,
you did.
run my set back.
Yeah.
And that instilled something in me, and I
Yeah.
just rocked it out. And from that moment, though, since that was my first performance ever, I was like, damn, if my microphone go off and I'm dealing with all this kind of stuff, my first performance, I know I can get through
Respectfully.
anything and any
And it
performance.
wasn't like the crowd was still with you.
They was-
You didn't
yeah.
lose the crowd.
That's what-
even with
thankfully,
the speaker sounding like doo-doo.
Yeah, not for real.
So the fact that you had me up front, bro, like you was killing it. So I'm really like
Appreciate that, King.
throwing it back in my head like, wow, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So that instilled a lot of confidence.
I
in me
love
moving
that. That's a good
forward.
story. That was there.
You
I
feel me?
love
You
that.
was
That was
definitely
fire.
there,
That's
bro.
fire.
Shout out to you for being there for everybody from day one.
Respectfully,
too.
had to,
Absolutely.
always.
You've always shown a lot of
Yeah,
support. We
got
all
to.
appreciate that,
That's
bro.
love. Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
But now I remember you and White Roaches. I always call him OG because
Yeah,
he always
yeah.
gave me wisdom out of nowhere.
That's him.
Yeah.
That's him, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good dude.
Great dude. Absolutely.
So, when you first started performing, and what are some key things that you're like, I got to get better at this, I got to get better at that?
By the way, real quick, White Roaches and PB Mogul, we have a collab EP out there called Rejects and Dreamers. If you ain't hear it already, go check that out.
Go
Just wanna
check it
throw in there
out.
while we was on the subject.
Yeah.
My apologies.
No, you're
Let's
totally
get back
good.
to it,
Yeah. But what's something that, something in your performance that you wanted to perfect, that you noticed that you would do? early on that you changed?
My energy, my confidence, number one. Just getting the comfortability with performing, which is it's an ever growing process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
Just learning how to control that stage, how to control the crowd, engaging with the crowd, because anyone can just go up on stage and rap, sing, whatever, but you want to get the crowd into it. That's the whole point, right?
Yeah.
So those were some of the main things I knew I wanted to get better at.
Yeah. So did you beat yourself up about it when you would finish off after a performance, or would you just be like, I just got to get better at that? Like, how would you?
Nah, I don't. I
do you
try
take
not
it in?
to beat myself up.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'm human. We all experience those kind of emotions, but I'm a resilient person because, life taught me to be that way. Been through a lot of things that had to be resilient through. So I'm definitely not going to let no performance or
beat you up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Been through a lot worse things than that. So that is not going to be what sets me back.
Yeah.
So I always just use it as motivation, inspiration to get better.
How was performing for the New York State Fair?
Beautiful. Loved it. It was dope because it's such a different mix of the crowd. It's so different mix. There's young, there's old, all different people there and everything. I love that. And it was great because I performed in the Pan-African Village and it was like around like dinner time and stuff like that. So they got all the different food and everything there.
Yeah.
So people was walking by, like, there's a ton of people in the crowd already. And then the people walking by, all of a sudden everybody like, and they stop, and I don't know if you've seen the video or whatever, but the whole like section is just full. Like everybody who walked by stopped to catch that performance. So that gave me a lot of confidence moving forward as well. Just knowing that I could kind of rock some of those different stages and crowds that SOBs I performed at as well. Some of the bigger crowds that gave me a lot of confidence.
Do you see that what goes through your brain? Because everybody, when they're in the moment of something they love, they either like block out everything or they're very noticeable about everything. So like when I played ball back in the day, I didn't even see the crowd, right? Do you notice some things or do you not notice? Actually, let me cap. I was capping just that. If it was a tough game and they didn't like me, I was noticing they didn't like me. You know what I'm saying? So like
you can't help that.
Yeah. They would start some chant. That's a long story. That's another, I talk a lot of smack. But did you notice the crowd, or were you like, oh, okay, they stopping, let me go harder? Or how did that affect you?
I did notice that. It's funny you said that and brought up sports too, because I was an athlete growing up. I played 3 different sports too. Yeah. And I was the same way. Yeah. I never would pay attention to things going on in the crowd either. Even like my own family might be in the crowd and I'm just trying to focus on what I'm doing on the field or court or whatever. But I did notice it then. I don't know why it's different, but I noticed it during the state fair when like everybody was started, pulling up and the whole crowd filled up. But I didn't really treat it differently, I don't think. It did give me hype, but I like to perform with energy anyway. Yeah, you do. So it does get me more excited, but it's just like, all right, they showing me love. Like, let me give that energy back to them. That's what I just wanted to give them, the same energy that they was giving me.
Yeah. Do you think your music gets the love it deserves from the city?
Yes.
Love that.
And I think it's continuing to grow as well every single day. When I first started out a few years ago, I might have had just a few likes on most of the songs that I posted, things like that. And that's grown tenfold, you know what I mean? So I'm very appreciative. Like I said, I focus on the people that I do have that are in my corner. I don't really focus on anything else. So I definitely think I get the love I deserve.
I did see the comparison that you did for yourself with 71 listeners, 71 streams. Yeah. And you went 71K streams. It's a difference.
Yeah, bro.
It's a difference.
That's a fact.
I know that feels good because then it's just like, yo, like, it's not falling on deaf ears.
Exactly. And that's not just around here too. It's starting to get out there a little more, which I'm very appreciative for. And man, just every day we grind and trying to continue to grow, and I'm appreciative for it all. I love the process. Yeah, I love the process. I really do.
Yeah. So, what would you say is your favorite part of it all? Would you say writing it?
Yeah.
Recording it. The music video.
Okay.
Or the reaction from people.
It's a tough one. I would say, so I'm a writer, bro. I love creating records. I love writing. That's probably my number one. But the feedback from people is huge too.
Huge.
I mean, especially if you're performing, you know,
Yeah.
you want to get that feedback and the
Mhm.
reaction from the crowd. The performance part of it has been growing a lot for me. At first, like I said, I was a little nervous and stuff
Mhm.
like that, but I go into my performances now looking forward to it, excited, like,
Yeah.
let's do this, like,
Yeah.
let's rock this shit out. I would say number one though, writing. I'm a writer. at heart.
Writing?
Yeah.
You
I'm a
are
writer.
really good at writing.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Is there a tip that you can get? I know people are probably listening
Yeah.
like, yo, how does he get to those words? Like, how does your brain formulate such great bars?
Consistency,
Mm.
practice. Like I said, I've been writing since I was younger, and I always had a certain level of skill with it.
Mhm.
But like you said, you can notice the growth.
Yeah.
The only way it's like when you played sports, you
Mhm.
didn't get any better by just sitting around. You had to practice.
Exactly.
So every day, I'm writing bars every day, still to this day.
Mm.
You know, there's not a day that goes by that I don't write music.
That's fire. Is there a certain like I just like to give like drop some gems because I know a lot of people like writing is probably the toughest part of it all. Like if you're an artist that's melodic, you can probably just sing and just find the words.
Right.
But if you're a rapper and you want to rap and you just don't know your flow yet,
Yeah.
I just try to because I know when I first started and I was helping people out that could rap. I don't really rap myself. I can only sing.
Nah, you got
Nah,
a
I
few
can
bars.
only-
Come on now.
I can only sing. I got some UK bars.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You about to go on your UK drill?
I might go on my UK drill.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear that. We might need to put something together.
You
right?
might have to do so. Come on, a fire video.
No doubt.
But I would always be like, I don't even know if this is good advice, but I would always be like, experiences is like the best thing you can do. So like you would have to like do things.
Yeah. It's true. You got to have something to write about.
Yeah.
You know?
True. I don't know. I just feel like writing is tough. Writing is definitely tough. So I do understand when people are like, I don't know how to put it to paper. But
see, it's crazy because, and I don't mean to cut you
No,
off.
talk about
It's
it.
so crazy because it's the opposite for me.
really,
It all just comes out for me. So
Mm.
I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm like I don't know which one it is, an introverted extrovert or
Mhm.
extroverted introvert, whichever one it
you're
is.
an introverted extrovert.
Yeah, so, you know, unless I know you
Mhm.
or something like that, like I might come off a little shy, ask anyone who knows me.
Mhm.
That's not really the case.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff that I think about throughout the course of a day, I see and experience,
Mhm.
it just kind of stays up here.
Yeah.
And it'd be like a relief
Yeah.
to go like get all that out and start writing
Yeah.
about things. So it just
That's-
for me
that's
it's like a
dope.
little
That's dope
different.
to
You know
have.
what I
That's
mean?
cool to have.
And I might other aspects of it might be a little more difficult for me. I'm not sure. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But the writing part of it,
You got it.
luckily, that just flows.
Would
out
you
for
ever
me.
write for somebody? Say someone's watching this right now. They got a voice.
I have wrote for people.
Mm. So you'd be interested in doing that.
That check right now. Nah, yeah,
Cha-ching!
you feel me? There's opportunity in that too. There's a lot of you know, even industry artists
Yeah.
that I love and look up to that have written a lot of records for people that a lot of people don't even realize.
Respectfully.
You know, so it's definitely a lane for it.
Yeah, there is a lane.
I don't only want to be a ghostwriter.
Yeah.
That's not what
not who
I'm
you are.
aspiring for.
Yeah.
But I'm all about creativity
Mhm.
and collaborative creativity and
Mhm.
efforts create some of the dopest music.
Now, a life question for you. Do you have anything in your life that you're still trying to find an answer for?
It's a good question.
Welcome to the loft.
Yes, sir. That's why I love it. I would say just self-growth, bro.
Mm.
Honestly, is one of my biggest things. Just always striving to better myself, be a better person,
Yeah.
help those around me become better. Because it's great if you can better yourself and do well for yourself,
Yeah.
but you know, what does it mean if you can't help those around you and
Yeah.
your loved ones and friends and stuff
That's a
like
fact.
that? So I would say that, bro, self-growth.
Yeah.
And
What's something that, like, what's motivating words that you say to yourself that keep going?
motivation for me is a lot of my experiences and tribulations from when I was younger,
Okay.
in my childhood. So it'd be like recollecting on things I've been through in my life and realizing how far that I've come and wanting to continue to push and grow.
Okay.
So maybe not necessarily words that I tell myself, but I recollect.
You're like, yo, think back to the time when you had nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. A little bit of introspection.
Yeah. How important is the surrounding team around you?
It is important. And for me, like myself, it's developed over time too.
Mhm.
You know, I started out doing a lot of things on my own. I still do, you know, stuff. You got to do some stuff on your own,
Mhm.
of course. But it's very important
Mhm.
having like-minded individuals around you that have similar goals, have that same motivation as you, that
Mhm.
that good energy. Because like you said, it can be draining if you don't
can.
have that around you.
Yeah,
So I think it's real important, bro.
Yeah.
Very important.
I love that. I think I have a great team behind me.
Yes, sir.
I have like my team is pretty huge, but like my core team in the loft, I'm very proud of them. But how would you say the loft represents your city?
Very well, man. I love it because one of the things I appreciate that you do and the loft does is you guys get people from all different walks of life, musicians,
Mhm.
business owners,
Mhm.
all different kinds of stuff. So I think you guys are a great representation of the area because you show all of the different parts of the city
That's love.
and different things that's going on and what people do.
That's love.
And there's not enough light on that sometimes.
Yeah, and I love that. I asked you that not just because you're from here, but also because you was here from the beginning for the loft.
That's a fact.
Like from the jumpity jump of the loft, and that means the world to me because you still supported from the jump, not just because it was your own interest. You supported because you supported.
Absolutely.
So I love that. You know, that's genuine to me. Wow,
Of course.
came a long way.
I know. Bro, you guys really have.
Came a long
I'm proud of you.
Respectfully,
Proud of you.
respectfully.
Came a long way. So what
But
you
now-
I was gonna say, I'll let you segue into that if you'd like.
No, yeah, go ahead. You can ask it. I feel like it's yeah. I better if you ask.
I heard a little rumor, a little bug in my ear. No,
Yeah, talk to me.
Nah, but like you said, you have since the time you started come a long way, and I heard a little rumor that you might be making a little transition here soon.
Yeah, so I am making that move.
Okay.
I don't ever talk about this on cam, but I am making that move to a different city,
Okay.
Orlando.
Orlando, Florida.
Yes,
Let's go.
Orlando, and
A lot different weather than here.
a lot different. But I'm also like I had to make that that judgment for myself. I'm the happiest in the summer.
Okay.
Like I think
Me too.
I think seasonal depression is a thing.
It is.
And I'm never depressed. I don't think depression. I don't want to say I'm depressed because I know people that actually have depression,
Right.
and I don't have it like that. But I do know when it's summertime and it's sunny outside and the sun's creeping through the window,
Mhm.
the way I want to just do everything
I'm the same way.
versus when it's cold outside and the sun like saying hello like a little bit.
Yeah.
I just want to be in the crib.
Exactly.
So like I had to make that judgment for myself of, yo, like you love New York, you are New York to the whole of you, but you got to go do what's happy. You got to do what's best for you. And I made that move to go down there. I got the job opportunity down there as well. But
Okay. Yo, congratulations.
thank you.
That's what's up. That's beautiful.
But now I always get followed up with the question that we had beforehand. Is the loft going to continue? And that's never going to die. Like
I love that. I
that's
love that.
literally if I have a microphone and a camera.
Wherever you are, I was gonna say you can do that, bro.
Yeah, that's never gonna die. It's gonna be cool that I do it in a different
Maybe a
city
little
again.
expansion too.
Yeah, heavy.
Absolutely.
So
You're right though, bro, with that the depression thing. I
Yeah.
mean, if I'm not mistaken, I think the northeast and northwest parts of the country are the most depressed
I believe
parts of the
it.
country for that reason. It's a lack of sunlight.
Yeah.
All, you know what I mean? The
Yeah.
weather.
Yeah,
So it's a real thing.
I really be looking for like I'm very goal oriented. So like since it's not sunny outside, I want to do everything. I have a certain goal I have to meet to feel happy.
I'm like that too.
Yeah. So but if it's sunny outside, let's go to a cookout. You know what I'm saying? And I'm good. Like we
Right,
okay.
right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? But when it's winter, cold, there's snow, I'm in the crib. You want to go somewhere?
Yeah.
I gotta really plan it in my head and get out of my introvert state to be like, okay, well, let's go.
That's a
Let's go
fact.
do something. So
Same here, bro.
yeah,
Same here.
I can't do the snow, man. I can't do the
feel
snow,
you, I
man.
feel
I
you.
can't do this.
Congratulations on getting, the job opportunity that you
Yeah,
have
blessing.
in your transition.
Blessing.
We gonna miss you up here.
That's love.
gonna miss you up
Definitely
here.
gonna come back for a big event. or
Of
something.
course, of course.
What's a certain goal that you're looking for yourself that when you reach it, you're gonna be like, yo, I did that.
I want to tour overseas.
Ooh,
That's a big goal of
That was
mine.
different. I never heard that.
Yeah, I want to tour overseas. I get a certain level of traction from overseas, different places,
Mhm.
and I've always just thought that I had what it takes and would fare well overseas. I love to travel.
Yeah.
And that's a big goal of mine. I really want to get to touring overseas, bro.
Hey, fire.
And I've seen a lot of different people and that I look up to and how they move around, and that's what a lot of them started out doing too. Even before they really got popular, like in the States.
In the US, yeah.
They was so
that's fire.
that's a goal of mine, bro.
That'd be hard.
Yeah.
I'd like to pull out with you.
Absolutely.
That'd be hard. Overseas, that's hard.
Make a trip of that, you heard?
Heavy. I did have a question that slipped my mind. Jeez, I had a great one for you.
Welcome to the law.
We like that. We clipping that. Welcome to the law.
Go.
What are you most passionate about other than music at the moment?
I mentioned the self-growth, feeding and taking care of my family and making sure that they good and well off.
Yeah.
Little cousins, mentioned my grandmother, my mother. I just want to make sure that the people that were there for me, I can be there for them and provide a lifestyle for them that they're comfortable with. Yeah. And I just want to, create generational wealth and continue to build for my family.
I love that. That's a very well answer.
Appreciate it.
That was a really good answer.
That's really my focus, bro.
But no, that's genuine. I do believe that's a goal of yours. How do you feel? What's your reaction when you have people that come up to you like, yo, I like your music?
I get excited every time. I be getting hyped. People come up to me in the grocery store, all kinds of stuff, you feel me? And it's beautiful. It's a great feeling, bro. It's a great feeling.
I love that.
I be surprised sometimes still.
That's fire.
Right.
All right, so it's time for some personality questions.
Let's do it.
Is it time for some personality questions, Wyatt?
I think it's about that time.
It's about that time?
I think so.
All right, let's get into it.
Oh, shit.
It gets harder as the time goes on, but just answer is honestly.
Just like a rapid fire?
In a sense.
Okay.
But if you feel the need to explain yourself, just, explain yourself.
All right, cool.
And I have a bonus. First one, favorite cereal.
Reese's Puffs.
Okay.
Yep.
Give me a top 3, actually.
Top 3. Reese's Puffs, Lucky Charms. What would be my third? I don't eat cereal like that, bro. I ain't gonna cat. Since I was like a kid, to be honest.
Exactly.
Let me think. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
My boy. Let's give it up for my brother. Let's give it up. Yo, Cinnamon Toast Crunch got to sponsor the law.
Not for real.
Irrespectively. Most annoying thing someone can do.
That draining energy, bro. Like, I don't bring that around me. I don't want to hear no naysaying stuff. I don't want to hear, about all these things you got going on. You ain't doing nothing about them. That's just draining to me.
Respectfully.
I don't like
gotta get away from
that.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know when to leave that friend though? Like maybe you care about them a lot. How do you know when to leave them?
You can love someone from a distance. Got to sometimes. There's a lot of people I grew up with that I have to be that way with sometimes.
Yeah, you knew when to step back. When though?
When the energy started to shift into that, and when I started to pursue the things that I'm doing and put the drive into it that I am, and not that everyone has to be doing the same thing as you or be on the same page as you, but you got to be doing something.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah, that's a fact.
And if you're not, I don't have any hate for you or anything else. I still love you.
Yeah,
but I got to keep it pushing.
It's simple.
Respectfully.
I love that. Okay. Would you rather freestyle or create a song?
Create a song.
I'm surprised by that answer.
It's funny. A lot of people assume that, but like I said, bro, some of the freestyles you see me do, those are pre-written, some of them. You feel me? Don't get me wrong. I go off the top too.
Yeah.
But for, if I'm going to present something or whatever, sometimes I put a little more thought beforehand into it.
Really?
Yeah.
Create a song?
Yeah.
Wow.
See, I got a lot of music coming out though that y'all gonna hear, where you gonna hear a lot more of my song making ability and stuff like that. You feel me?
Fair. What does happiness look like for you?
Happiness. Well, I gave you kind of a little bit of my description of success. And that kind of is my happiness. Being able to provide for myself and those around me and my loved ones. As long as everyone around me that I love is good, that genuinely gives me pure happiness, bro. And honestly, like just continuing to pursue goals.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It just provides
A sense of happiness for you. Yeah.
That-
Gives you some endorphins.
yeah, exactly.
That's fire. A few words for your haters.
Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Nah, like I said, I try not to really pay them any mind, to be honest. But shit, shout out to y'all for hating, because you're just making me more, know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bringing more energy and more love my way, whether you realize it or not.
Yeah.
Bringing more attention, so fuck them. Keep on hating.
I love it.
Hating.
I
It ain't
love
stopping nothing, baby.
it. Love it. And do you have some wise words for the people that's watching?
Yeah, like I said earlier, keep believing in yourself. If you have a dream or anything that you want to do, anything you're striving to do, go after it. Don't pay attention to any of the naysayers or any of the doubt.
Yeah.
Follow your dreams. Do what you want to do.
Yeah.
If a job, it's not a job if it's something that you love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So pursue what you love, pursue your dreams.
Love that. That was
Absolutely.
very well said.
Appreciate that, kid.
My brother Wyatt, give me some wise words of the day.
Cousin Wyatt.
If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Big
Ooh,
facts. Yes, sir.
He came prepared today. I ain't gonna cap. He came prepared as
I
hell.
love
He
that.
did.
I love that.
He did. All right.
I see you.
Wise words from me today is be grateful for the people that stuck around.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
They don't necessarily need to stick around, but it's just the fact that they do, they genuinely have love for you. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, that said a lot for me today. I had a moment today that made me realize that. So I really have to speak it into existence for me too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very grateful for the people that stuck around.
Absolutely.
Respectful.
Gotta be.
But my brother, thank you again for coming on this show, bro.
Thank you, bro.
I
appreciate
you have anybody you want to shout out or?
Absolutely. Shout out to everybody who supports me. Shout out to the Loft.
Love.
Wish y'all much continued success and you much continued success.
Where can they find you?
At PB Mogul. That's at PBMOGUL on all social media platforms and all music platforms.
Fire.
Streaming, SoundCloud,
Love
YouTube,
it.
all
Love
that.
Last question. Over or under? Some more bars? End it off with some more bars.
More bars?
So a quick 8.
All right. I got you. Let me think.
Some more bars.
Sipping on the yak, rolling on the bean, smoking on the loud, mixing Sprite and codeine. Bad model bitches down to blow the whole team. Know we getting money, bitch, we buy the whole thing. What's the point in having money if you never spend it? These new rappers cool, but I don't hear no one contending. I'm definitely winning, balling, reckless spending. I blew 30 racks on a new necklace pendant.
Respectfully,
Bitch, love my
the
swag,
law.
so she'll do whatever
Season
for
4.
me. Stash the work,
Tap
bitch, leave and
in,
count the cheddar
like,
for me. So I keep it
subscribe,
street,
and
bad bitch,
comment.
me physique.
Talk to me nice.
It's only dollars and she sees I know she's selfish. I no go flush no money, sometimes I can help it. Oh yeah, I know that seasons come and go, what you need help